Hey friends, it's Zach from Polygoons with another video here for you today. This video is going to be a bit technical, but hopefully useful for a very specific purpose. What we're doing here today is airdropping an ERC20 token to a list of giveaway winners from our Discord. When I started doing this for the Polygoons project, it was a bit of a mess. Every time somebody won the giveaway, I would copy their username into a spreadsheet, and then I would look up in the spreadsheet to see if I already had their address, and if I did, then I would copy the address and put it down there, and then I'd have the address and the username together to be able to move on to the next step. So this video is going to have two parts to it. I'm going to show you how to, or at least how I collect and sort the addresses automatically. And then the second part is actually airdropping the tokens. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is create a Google form for your users to be able to fill out and provide you with your address. I know there are other options. I've seen Weird Metacology do a different thing, which seemed very cool. I'm just pretty low tech, so I just went Google form. You're going to want to link that into a channel that you can always reference, that you don't have much else going on. So as soon as your users go to that channel, they can see the form. Here is the form. It's very simple, at least for me. I'm just saying your name and your address. So obviously this is your OX address. I'm specifying no.eth, no ENS addresses, please. What I'm specifying here, and it doesn't always, people don't always read this part, but to ask people to include an at the beginning of their name, and do not include the ID number. So I've given my example here is Zach Polygoons hashtag would be entered as at Zach Polygoons. If they do that, that's cool. Now you probably already know that if you create a Google form, you can click on responses here, and you can click on the little sheets icon and where it says view responses in sheets. So this will create a new sheet for you. Obviously, I already have this sheet going. And you can add your own addresses to the sheet, which I've done. This is just my, my directory or whatever. But then as people fill out the form and add their addresses, they're going to appear here in this dated list here. So that's cool. Next thing we do is go over here, and this is the little bit of magic that I'm going to show you. This little bit of code here. So the way that I have this working is I've got 3 columns or 4 columns. I've got A, B, C, and D. And so in column B, I have a little VLOOKUP code. So VLOOKUP D on the same line, so D164. And then it's looking up from a different sheet. So I've called my first sheet lookups. So lookups exclamation mark, and it's searching in all of the B column. So if I go back here, there's B, it's searching in all of the B column, and when it finds it, it's going to return the corresponding content from the D column. And so what that means is that if my username is in the first column here, I just added myself here down at the bottom. So here's my username, Here's my address. When I go to my second sheet and add my username into this column, it's automatically adding the address there. Very, very key. Very, very key. It took me a long time to figure that bit out. So, and then what you want to do is you want to put the number of tokens that you're going to send in this middle column here. And I'll tell you why we're going to do that in a minute as well. So let's say I'm going to give myself 10 tokens. Great. So next is we're actually going to take our giveaway winners and put them into the sheet here. So I'm going to go to my giveaways channel, and I'm going to grab my winners from here. So I'm just going to copy just the winner's names text here. And you'll see this is a comma separated list, which is handy if you know what to do with it. And luckily you do now because I'm showing you. This is just a little web tool, ConvertTown. So all we do is we paste our comma separated list here, and it's giving us a column list here, so that we can use later. So I'm going to do them all at once, right? And I usually let these stack up for a few days so that it's a bit less work for myself. Yeah, so I think it's these ones and the other ones. I've already given those ones out. Okay, yeah. So go take these back to ConvertTown. At the end of the first batch, you're going to want to make sure you put a comma and a space, and then paste the other ones so that it properly separates them out. And it says this is auto-copied to your clipboard. Right on. So now what we can do is we can take these addresses over to our spreadsheet, and I can just paste those in here, and I can see that most of the addresses have auto-filled, and the other thing here too is you can just drop down this equation, and it'll keep on moving the cell that it's looking at to correspond with the one that's over there. So it looks like I'm missing this address, which I don't think I am, but it's possible that it's just misspelled in my records. So I'm just going to do a search for maybe dot. I'm not sure. Okay. So if you're missing one, you can just copy that, right? And then you can go back to your Discord and you can say, "Hey, Dot, give us an address through our form," and then you'll have it, and then it'll automatically appear here. Okay, so I mentioned also that you need to put the number of tokens in this middle column. And so in these giveaways, we were giving away 5 tokens. So I'm just going to do 5 and then drop that down here. I'm actually just going to do the work right now. So I'm going to go back to the giveaways. I'm going to go to my holders giveaway token where we give away more of the tokens. And grab, where did I last? So I always mark for myself more than anything when I send them out. So I can go there and then I can look here and I can find the winners. So I can grab these folks here. Take those over to ConvertTown. pop them in there. See if I have any more. There's another one. Copy those folks into here. And that's it for now. And again, this list is auto copied to my clipboard. I'm going to go back over to my spreadsheet and paste those in and drop this down here. Okay. So now what I've got, I still need to put the numbers in here. So this is the amount of the tokens, and because these are the holders giveaways, these people get 10. Now the next part is actually sending this. So you can see I've got some other token winners up here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to not select the ones that I'm missing the addresses for. So I'm going to hold down Control and highlight the ones that I do have the addresses for. And I'm going to copy, Control C. Now I'm actually going to open up a spreadsheet on my desktop, and this is because I actually need to upload something in a moment here. So this is just an Excel spreadsheet, and I'm going to copy in the addresses. So there you can see there's the addresses and the amounts. In this spreadsheet, you can see the headers are address and amount. This is actually quite important, and you have to have those exactly like that. So I'm going to save this spreadsheet. Next, I'm going to go over to a handy tool. So I'm going to skip the converter for a second. This is the Airdropper app that our dev Chilio made. And so here we have a drop down. We can choose the ERC20 token to send. So there's some test tokens, there's the Goons tokens, there's also the other token. So you can send any ERC20. I believe this is just with the Polygon network, but I should double check that. I only ever use it with the Polygon network. And then you have your raw data, which is your JSON information with the addresses and amounts. So that's what we'll get to here. For this raw data, we need to convert our Excel spreadsheet to JSON data. And to do that, we're going to go use this Beautify tools. And of course, I'll have the links in the video description here, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to browse. I'm going to find my my spreadsheet on my desktop here. It's going to load up, and it's converting the spreadsheet to JSON data. What I need to do here is I need to select everything and everything within the square brackets and including the square brackets. And so there you can see in each of these entries, there's address, the address, and the amount, and the amount. So I need to copy everything within the square brackets. Come on then. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Now this is our raw data. Take this over to the Airdrop app. Paste that in there. If I wanted to send Goons, I could send Goons. Because I'm sort of demoing this for people who will probably be sending their own token, I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like. So I'm actually going to go into my Discord, and up here where I have the information about our token, I'm just going to grab the contract address for our Goons token. So I'm going to select Other, and then put in the token contract address, which is the Goons token. Now you want to connect with the wallet that you're wanting to send from, and this knows that I always use this other wallet, so I'm going to switch to that account. And in this wallet, I'm on ETH right now. I have to switch to Polygon, Matic mainnet, and there I can see my token that I've added to my wallet there that I want to send. Great. So now I'm ready to send. Actually, that's wasn't so hard, right? So I'm going to click execute. Now, before I do, I'll just run through what's going to happen, and we'll see what happens. There's going to be two transactions that come up. The first one is an approval transaction, and then the second one is the sending or the airdropping transaction. And so I'll go through those and what they look like. The first one, you need to pump the gas a bit, and the second one should be fine. So I'm going to click execute. We're going to get a call on our MetaMask here, and it's going to say give airdrop command.versal.app permission to access your Goons tokens. So this is just the approval transaction. Like I said, the gas on here I think is always too low, so I always go to edit, and I have my automatic edit gas or custom gas set to 50 base and 45 priority fee, and that always seems to work, so let's just go with that. Save. You can change those settings in MetaMask to automatically have those amounts, and then confirm. So this is approving this airdropper to be able to access and spend your tokens. And now we're getting the second one, which is the actual sending the airdrop command here. And this one, I don't think, I think the gas is usually fine on this one, but just to be sure, I'm just going to go to edit anyways. It doesn't make really that much of a difference when it comes down to it. And then confirm. So then we'll wait a second, and what we'll see, of course, we could be checking in MetaMask for the confirmation, but on the airdropper page as well, we're going to see the success message. And I think we actually see the success message before it shows up in MetaMask. No biggie. That's it. A couple of other just like housekeeping things. So what I always like to do is go back here. Once I can see that they have sent, I just highlight all those in green, so I know that I've sent them. And then those missing ones I can come back and send when I have their address. And then the other thing that I always do is go to the giveaways channel and let people know that they have their tokens. So I just copy my message here. And I say the tokens have been sent out, and then people say hooray, and then they can do things with them. Cool, so that's it. Yep, I'll put the links in there. I don't think I missed anything. If there is questions, just let me know. Thanks so much. Bye.